Hello, my name is Amy Sturkey. I am a pediatric physical therapist, and I'm here with Ilya, and Ilya is 4 months old. He was a month premature, so he's considered like a 3-month-old. And Ilya has developed a preference to look to his right and shortening on his left side. So, one of the things that for kids, so left torticollis is, so when you shorten on the left and turn to the right, that's considered left torticollis. And one of the big things that you need to do with these babies is just change your routines. That's easy to say and really hard to do. So one of the things you want to do is stop swaddling and containing them as much. So starting at around 2 months, you can start decreasing those the swaddling and move to less constricting ways for them to be able to sleep. You also want to increase the amount of time that they're moving. So the research says that you want to have him on the floor on his stomach, tummy time, for 10 minutes for each month. So a baby who's in their first month should be 10 minutes down in tummy time across the day. A baby who's 2 months old should be 20 minutes across the day in tummy time. A baby who's 3 months old should be across the day 30 minutes on tummy time. And a baby who's 4 months old, now again he's more considered like a 3-month-old, should be down for 40 minutes across the day tummy time. You want to let them move because the more that they're contained, the harder it is for them to stretch everything out and to start looking every direction. So physical therapists refer to things that contain babies as containers. So you really want to limit the amount of time they're in car seats and carriers and bouncy seats and swings. You want to opt more for free places where they can free move. The research says that the more that you're in those containers, the more likely that torticollis is to develop. So you also want to change your routines such that if he's preferring to look to the right, that you want to carry him so in ways that to look to you, it's to the left. So I have him on his right, on my right side, so that I am to the left, to encourage him to look toward me. Similarly, just your whole routine. You want to change the bed. So if he prefers to look to the right, you want to change where he lays in his crib so that the room is out to the left. You want the way you carry him so that he's looking left to look toward you. You want to change the way you feed him. So you can still do both sides, but the majority of the time you want to feed him so that the bottle's to his left. Even in the car seat, so if you go someplace and if he has a sibling, which he does, you want to have the car seat so that his sibling is to his left to encourage him to look more to the left. And they even say go as far as the changing table. Set up the changing table so that looking left is out into the room. So you really want to, like I say, all those things are easy to say, but they're harder to do. But those are the things that are the big things to work on changing to help try to get a child to look the opposite way. And the earlier you can do that, the head is pretty malleable. So we talked about with Ilya, he had started to develop from looking off to the right, a flat spot on the back right of his head. Now that's pretty changeable up until about 4 months of age. And a flat spot after 4 months of age is harder to change because the head is starting to firm up a little bit more. And you're more likely to need a helmet. So it's good to really do these changes early, address these problems early, so that you can try to help avoid getting a helmet and help make the development more symmetrical. Oh, I hope these are helpful for you, and we'll look forward to seeing you next time. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye. Oh.